how difficult it is in this three-game format. This three-game format gives you some wiggle room. You can lose a game and come back, but in practice, how difficult it is to lose game one and then come back and win the next two. Andy's done the first part, but the problem is even now, you've still got to go and do it again.
Someone's got to do it now. The biggest thing is getting back, isn't it? Getting back from that first one where your opponent can afford to draw. Now, really, PC's the one where his opponent can afford to draw, because chances are, if it's a draw and it goes to overtime, PC will have 7 players left and Andy will have 11, and that's going to go badly. So PC's still going to play. I think he's just going to play as if this is a game he's got to win, because if it goes to overtime, his chances are going to suffer.
I think I could see, just looking at the rosters on a surface level, almost an advantage for each side. The obvious advantage you've alluded to there for Andy is he's got 13 players, he's got the extra mighty blow. In theory, he should get the numbers advantage. It actually didn't happen in game one, but in theory, he should get the numbers advantage over time. The reverse, though, is PurpleChest does have those 4 rerolls, and that in an overtime format can be very valuable as well. If you can get to overtime with rerolls still in your pocket, that can be very, very advantageous. So if you are looking at this, we've talked about with the previous overtime games, maybe you're a bit more likely both teams to want to go offense first, because that way you can keep your rerolls, use all your rerolls, and not have to worry about whether you'll have them for overtime. Do you expect either team that wins the coin toss to go offense first here?
I think Andy will go offense first, because I think Andy's thinking with overtime in mind, and I think PC will kick and go for the turnover. As I say, because I think he'll think he has to win in 16 turns, and I agree with that assessment. I think he does need to win in 16 turns. It's what I thought. Funnily enough, last year we had a similar kind of situation, me with Dark Elves versus Andy's Necro, and on the third game I felt like if it goes to overtime I'll lose. So that's when I really cranked up the aggression, and I think PC will have to.
I think that's fascinating, because it means that either way on the coin toss, we get Andy on offense first and PurpleChest on defense if it goes that way. We're heading into the game now, so we will find out. Had a really fun aside just now. Andy, who of course is also here in Paris, he's been broadcasting with us on the games he's not playing. He was down at the water cooler, and he told me that between his first and second games, so while he was trying to get himself reset and ready to play game 2, he actually called his partner and his daughter and had a chat with them, took his mind fully off Blood Bowl for those 10 minutes in between playing games 1 and game 2. Clearly it worked for him to swap out and not have to worry about Blood Bowl for 10 minutes and then come back reset. Will he have the right mentality for this one? Will PurpleChest have done something similar and taken some time away from focusing on Blood Bowl during that little 10-minute break they've had? Very, very interesting setup. To remind everybody one more time of the stakes, the winner of this game will take home €2,500. The runner-up will still take €1,800. But really, for certain at this point, I think both coaches are far, far more focused on that world champion title than they are on the difference of €700, even though €700 is no small change. Well, it looks like we have got exactly what we predicted. We've got Old World Alliance on offense first, and we've got Dark Elves on defense first. I actually did not see if we saw the coin toss. Did we see who won the coin toss there?
We saw it, and Andy won it and decided to receive.
So Andy has gone offense first. Jimmy thinks that PurpleChest would have taken defense first anyway, so perhaps it made no difference.
And it took Andy a long time to decide. I think he knew it was the right decision to kick, but he just couldn't bring himself to do it.
Well, it is fascinating, isn't it? Because obviously there's more to it than this, because the second game is played in a very different context after the first game being a win for PurpleChest. But it is nevertheless still true that when Andy went offense first, he lost. When he was defense first, he won. And the flip for PurpleChest. So could it be a mistake for Andy to go offense first? Because that does mean playing offense into 11 elves, and we know PurpleChest use those elves very, very well. We're about to find out. Andy is all set up for the kickoff. PurpleChest has a really nice wide formation with 5 in that front line of elves. Means if you get a blitz or if you get some other opportunity to attack the offense early, you have lots of flexibility to do so. Wow, just waiting now. Andy's having a little last think, switching the side of the Ogre. There's always one more thing you can overthink. And of course, the other thing to think about here, Jimmy, with the possibility of overtime, time banks will be a part of this conversation as well.
Yes. Yeah, very good point, actually. Yeah, very good point. And I don't know who it'll favour. It just depends who gets who into trouble, right? The first half we saw when Andy was in trouble. The first game when Andy was in trouble on offence, cost loads of time bank. When PC was in trouble on offence, cost loads of time bank. Oh, very spicy kick.
That is, there are 2 scatters here that could be disaster for Andy if they land in them, which are the 2 either side of the dwarf. You have to assume that PurpleChest is going to put 2 elves on that dwarf to try to make those as complicated as possible.
You'd certainly think so, wouldn't you? Yeah, you'd imagine blodgers are going to be stood there. The Slayer can't reach to surf them, so they're pretty safe to go on there. So yeah, I think he will.
And crucially, he has selected among the players to relocate. He has selected the blitzer already in that zone, because one mistake you see people make sometimes is not select the player already in the zone, and of course you can only have 2 players in the wide zone. So little mistake that you see some people make in games. You wouldn't expect a mistake like that in the World Championship final, but still, well, avoided, I suppose, by PurpleChest.
Maybe in game 3 you will.
Really good point, Jimmy. Really good point, because it's game 3, and I mean, it's the same time in Vienna that it is here. I don't actually know what time it is here. It's late. He actually didn't do it. He didn't put the player's base there and didn't get the hop anyway. I would have wanted to base those.
Afraid of the extra block, maybe?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, it can go really badly. It's high risk, high reward. And do you need that? Not yet. You want to try and take away piece by piece, don't you? That's the thing. So fair enough from PC.
Still a scary place for Andy to have to pick the ball up. That Ogre is still not participating. That Ogre, my goodness.
He glitched.
Yeah.
I think that's 5 turns in a row.
It's something like that. There was at least one reroll in the middle of it that also was a 1. So that Ogre is a true bonehead, which means that Andy now has to hit with a player that does not have block. So presumably we'll leave that till later.
Yeah.
Maybe the Ogre's done. Maybe the Ogre is saying, listen, I have done 9 games this weekend. Had enough.
He's asking for a raise and won't move until Andy accepts.
Yeah.
He killed the halfling, then went on strike.
Yeah, absolutely a spooky ball indeed. Right there, you really don't want to fail that pickoff. Methuselah says, you do see the number on that Ogre's back. There is a big 1 in the middle of that Ogre's back. Symbolic.
Lucky charm, probably, yeah?
Yeah, wow. That is a big, big 1. Andy does not get a removal with his mighty bow.
No.
And now, I assume we pick the ball up before taking the block with the no block piece. The thrower is in range for a 3+ pickup. Fails. Makes it with sure hands. Woo! Scary moment for Andy. That is a real heart and moment. And a 1 in 9 on that block. You probably eat it. You don't want to. Gets KO'd. Instant Apo. Wow.
What a first turn.
Yeah. I mean, PurpleChest has had the first removal in every game. So I'm sure Andy is frustrated about that.
Maxing blocks, look. A very nice piece. Oh, maybe not actually. Maybe just basing everything. Looked like it was maxing blocks, but now looks more like he's basing everything.
Look, BB Jock says he doesn't like the Apo, and on the one hand I get it, but you've already had one offense in this exact matchup that went wrong because you got outnumbered quickly. So I definitely understand the Apo, whether or not we think it's the right one.
Yeah, it could be a tilt Apo, couldn't it? It could be, making a suboptimal decision because he's been affected by the previous dice results, which is the definition of tilt. Some people seem to think that, shouting about the dice is tilt, but that's not it at all, is it? It's making suboptimal decisions, and that could be a case of it. If that's why he did it, and we do see that sort of thing, don't we? Like you've rolled a 1 every time with your Ogre, so you don't activate it and stuff like that.
But I also think it's fair to say It's a hard offense against playing down numbers into Dark Elves. You really don't want to be down players.
It's wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's wrong at all, but like I think that was BB Jock's attitude.
Yeah.
And the thing is, with overtime, you've got 24 turns, right? So a Kaz being out for so much longer doesn't really make you want to use the app on a Kaz more.
That's true.
So
that is true. Instant pressure from PurpleChest. I think PurpleChest is trying to get pressure while he has 11. Because in that last game, as we saw, once it starts going the other way, it can turn. Ogre does actually wake up and take a block and get a knockdown.
It was a spicy first action, wasn't it? The loner block was with block, but...
Mighty Bow tackle on the Witch Elf. Oh, he wants to re-roll this, but he better not. He wants to re-roll it. He does. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the half-mansing.
Yeah. Gets the POW with the Troll Slayer. Some blood, but not an armor break. I mean, he has created an awkward numbers game for Andy on the right-hand side. Andy makes the dodge with the catcher. Now you've got an isolated human that you either dodge on a 3+ or I guess just leave to get a hit.
This isolated human is nowhere near as good as the isolated dwarf, right, last time, because that dwarf couldn't really dodge, and it was much better when he got surfed for PC. So yeah, a bit worse for PC than the first half so far. He could try and kidnap this Garda here in the front, right? He could run around and blitz it back, and then push it to the sideline. That might be an idea.
Yeah, really nice detail picking up on there, Jimmy. And I wonder if we went back and looked. Did Andy position his guard slightly differently there? It wasn't a thing I thought to look at, but to avoid exactly that happening again.
Yes, it was a bit better this game so far, yep.
One of the fun things with these 3-game series, just seeing how coaches make their little changes, their little adaptations along the way to try to counter each other.
Nope.
Cutting a corner just for Jimmy. Are we going in?
Is he going in?
Are we going in? It's guard on the corners, so it'll be a 5+ into an uphill, but... Whew.
Oh, I don't like this at all. Into a mess of tackle zones?
Spicy stuff if it is. We don't know that's what he's doing.
It's a Surf Witch Elf. He's got to be blitzing the lineman because this is a Surf Witch Elf.
We don't know if he's going in. He might just be basing up and then doing something else.
He must be blitzing this lineman. It's the only thing.
Yeah, he's going for the dwarf. He's going for the dwarf.
Oh no.
Gets the POW. Now you've got a slightly awkward dodge off.
Yeah, to be fair, he hasn't stood this blitzer up yet.
But that Witch Elf can't stay there.
He hasn't moved those 2 free players yet.
That Witch Elf can't stay there. It gets surfed.
Well, you can pile everything in, and then if he surfs everything, he loses.
Yeah, I guess so. That makes it a bit better. Oh, I don't know. It makes me uncomfortable, but I might well be wrong, because doing things makes you uncomfortable. Sometimes it's the right thing to do in life, isn't it?
This does look pretty wrong at the moment, but we'll see. We'll see. It might work out.
Big pressure. I mean, certainly, again, we are back to that same conversation, Jimmy. He is forcing Andy to make decisions. And you're hoping that you will get a wrong dice or a wrong decision that he's always dodging in here. Wow. That is... Oh, that was... Well, that protects the Witch Elf, does it? Maybe?
Not really. He is asking questions, though. Yeah, there's a lot of basing, and it could work out, couldn't it? This isn't easy. Like, it's easy to punch everything, but then where does the ball go, you know? So you've got to really think everything through before you start acting now. So it's going to burn a bit of time bank. But it's what you want if you can deal with it, right? If you can deal with this is fantastic. because you just get to smash everything and recover, and you're laughing. So it's a high risk, high reward, isn't it? This is the thing.
Starts with the Ogre 3 dice. Ogre is contributing at last, getting a stun. Do you know, another great point as well, again from Shambra in chat, you are forcing Andy right away to start using that time bank. I mean, you're not forcing it, but it's likely to be time bank, I would say.
Yes, yeah. I'd say you're forcing it, because you're forcing him to think a lot before he starts to act. That's what you're forcing him. If he might be able to think fast enough, but he might not actually. He might not actually make him use time.
Oh, gets a KO on a blodger though. Does PC go early with the Apo like Andy did? He does. We are all in. This is the grand final. We are not messing around, chat. Who needs apothecaries? They're gone. 2 stuns for
PC
Andy.
needs them. He could do with like 3 more. That would be equal TV then.
Do you know what is great though, Jimmy? You and I were doing this a year ago, and it was Necromantic against Nobility, completely different teams, completely different matchup. I love it. This is on for a serve here.
Is. But he doesn't use
Doesn't
dodge.
take it.
He uses dodge, so he doesn't push it for the serve.
Yeah, it doesn't take the push that could have given the serve. That is interesting. I'm surprised actually. I don't know. Well, I suppose he's got to deal with the ball carrier still, doesn't he? So it's not that surprising.
Yeah.
In fact, there's a strong chance that dwarf's getting served, isn't there?
Yes. Yeah. This stand-up was a bit spicy.
Oh, full power on the witch might help though. Armor break. KO'd witch elf. That is one of the witch elves off the pitch. Spicy thrower. Ball. That is a base cage. Everything's spicy, Jimmy. Everything. Only spicy plays everywhere, all the time.
So there we go. That is paid off for Andy, big style.
But PC can still serve that dwarf if he chooses to, quite easily.
He can, but he's got 3 stuns and a KO, and his Apo's gone, and his defense is destroyed.
Yeah.
But he can get a serve. I think he should get a serve, to be fair.
It's because it's a long game, right? It's a long game, and the Apos are gone, so you might kill it if you get it off. Goes for the block here first. So anyone can blitz that now to get it served if you want to. Oh, goes the dodge. Doesn't snake. Goes round to get 2 dodges. Stack the dodges there, Jimmy. Stack the dodges. Nothing to worry about here.
Wouldn't be PC if he didn't do that.
Doesn't get anything, just a stun. Spends a reroll on the rush. Maxing his hits. Gets another POW. I mean, you definitely have to say PurpleChest has shown that he is not a one-trick pony, right? There was a lot of talk about him not maxing his hits earlier in this tournament, but he's maxing his hits here when he can.
Yeah.
Does not get any armor breaks though on this one.
This looks like, well, the Ogre, you just activate the Ogre first right now. It dictates whether you have a good turn or a decent turn.
Are we looking to take the space now, move up into that middle of the pitch?
Absolutely,
If the Ogre's agreeing?
If the Ogre agrees, yeah. If the Ogre doesn't agree, it doesn't look so good.
It would be unfortunate.
Yeah.
We'll play for the opposite team here.
Yeah. That Ogre.
I guess you could just not move him and like move ahead of him, but at least keep him active. But I think you want to move him first and see what happens.
Are we thinking the blitz is on the blitzer to free up the dwarf as well? Use Mighty Blow Tackle?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that seems pretty nice.
Has a think, starts taking safe moves, stand up the play you're not going to be moving.
Yep.
You don't need to move here as Andy, actually. You can stay here for a turn. This is fine. But as, again, Jimmy said right at the start of the weekend and has been proven true, they are slow. So you don't want to wait too long is the dilemma.
Yes.
The Ogre is going, and that, I suspect, means the whole team is going.
Yep.
Maybe we aren't blitzing to free up that Dwarf. We might blitz the other side instead.
Yeah, but it's the other side, then you get the... I mean, you still get the guard upfield.
But you
and
get
then you
two
get the guy
players,
who's based
don't you?
upfield as well. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
you get two
that frees
players.
two, yeah.
Does feel scary because as soon as you move even a little bit away from some of your team, you start to think, or I start to think, is PurpleChest going to look for cage dive? But
he's packing the cage, isn't he, to make that cage dive not so good. Guard on the cage corner where it's an easier dodge in.
Yeah, great spot and great shout by Andy. Making sure that is the hardest way in. Then takes his block, rolls a double skull. Ooh, tries the loner reroll. Loner's fake. We have seen loner fail more recently, but
On 4+, never on 3+.
that's true. The 3+
Yes,
loner's
true.
fake. Yeah. I'll probably be proved wrong in a second, but I like this shape for Andy. Again, really shielding the side where all the Dark Elves are.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you had to take the space that turn if the Ogre activated.
Yeah. What did you think about the reroll there, Jimmy? Obviously, like, you do know it's a loner, so it's a 3+ chance. It's not going to happen, but...
As Andy, I'd re-roll it because I know it's going to work.
We kind of felt the ball was safe, and yeah, maybe not needed. That's what you mean, Trey, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The ball is safe. I mean, but it does, just by being up, do more. And of course, once it's down, again, it's a Dwarf. It's movement 4, which means any movement 1 from the floor. So...
This is like 3 guards you're leaving behind here as Andy, right? Like, it's good to get the space, but you're already kind of like leaving 3, and if one's prone, then it's taking them that much longer to really properly reconnect with your team.
Hits the Mighty Blow tackle with the Apothecary gone. All of those are going to be heart-in-mouth moments for Andy now with that Apothecary gone.
I think that the first time in the 3 game that the cage is not as with at least 2 guard, right? So suddenly it seems more fragile.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's abandoned his guard. This is the thing, that those three guys that are left behind are 3 of his guards.
And PurpleChest is tagging all of them.
Yep.
So saying you're not getting those back. Mighty Blow tackle is going to hop up and smash the blitzer.
Instant.
Yep, not even a pause of thought on that one. Slight thought about the follow. That is a Kaz. That is one of the 3 blodgers gone. Big removal.
Badly hurt as well. Perfect. Would have been perfect for Dr. Throw.
Dr. Throw cursing. In fact, we're not going to see Dr. Throw again. I hadn't realised. They both spent their apothecaries on KOs. We will not see Dr. Throw again. Oh my goodness. Our favourite orthopedic surgeon is done for the weekend.
Tragedy.
He's here.
There he is.
Here.
He's just
here.
watching like the rest of us now.
I cannot zoom more, but he's here.
He's enjoying the show with everyone else. Yeah, I was thinking this as well. Jimmy, I mean, it's a nice removal, but this ball doesn't look like it's going to be safe.
It is if you just do a 1 dice block, don't you? Just do a 1 dice block, no problem.
No problem, yeah. Without block.
1 dice block and a dodge, and then you're sorted. Easiest turn in your life. Oh, well, there's a witch elf there as well.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
now it gets a bit harder.
You have to 1 dice block twice, and you also need to not get uphill successfully by that witch elf. Seems
Well, there's the guy at the bottom here, isn't there?
iffy. Well, that's a nice one dice block
Guy
to
at the bottom's
start.
a big problem.
See you later with one of them. Got to do it again. Good enough.
Yeah.
So it is the uphill on the
The problem
witch.
is the bottom though. No, there's this bottom guy, right? The bottom
Oh,
guy
look
with
at
the
these one
lino.
dice blocks. Another one.
Okay, that lino's not so good now.
Some very, very good one dice block rolling for Andy. But this still isn't safe because PurpleChest can just take the uphills with the witch and then he's got to hit on the ball.
Yep.
The frustrating thing with uphills when you're a witch is you really wish you didn't have the frenzy, right? Because you've got to make the uphill twice. But
Yes.
that effectively only makes it a 3+3+, which, or even a little bit better than a 3+3+. And PurpleChest has not been afraid of those sorts of odds.
Not at all. He's definitely doing it.
Yeah, I think so.
Huge one dice though from the
Gets the
Slayer,
wrestle.
otherwise he could have
He'll
come in
take
back.
that.
Gets him, yeah.
It's not the best for PurpleChest though, because now he has to come in off the guard.
Yep.
So it's not actually what PurpleChest wanted, but you can't re-roll it, so you've got to take it.
No, he probably doesn't come in at all now, does he? Probably either does the 5+ in or doesn't come in at all.
The 5+ does get you a 1 dice. Hasn't got amazing recovery. I don't know if it's worth the 5+ there because the recovery isn't as hot as you'd like it. It's just 1 lineman, but maybe. I mean, again, he's not been shy of trying those aggressive plays. But he might just think, I can just keep the pressure on here instead. Easy 2 dice on the
It's
catcher.
tricky.
Or knock down
He's
the
probably
line
got
at
to
the
dodge his
front.
blodger off. He's probably got to dodge his blodger off, and he might have to dodge the lineman off as well. He might have dodged things off here to get back in front.
Fuel.
As fun as it was disconnecting the guards, there's a chance he just
He's
gets
going for the
run through
5+.
here.
Fails the first time.
Wow.
Makes it. Doesn't get it. Reroll is immediate. Gets a push again. Wow, wow, wow. PurpleChest is he's just not afraid of a 5+, is he? Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Absolutely no fear of a 5+ roll. Ooh, last 2 rerolls. Does put it in. Yes, yeah, as has been answered in chat, Fuel, if PurpleChest had done the 4+, there would have been guards. So if you wanted the 1 dice, you had to do it off 5+. Oh, good point from Bloodbowl Nut. You had to re-roll that dodge because it was off armbar. That would have been a casualty. So, yeah. Armbar OP.
Yeah, that was a very, very, very high risk move.
But, I
The
mean...
potential reward was good, but it was so high risk that I think it was a bad move.
But this is now another tough turn. That one especially making it more tough. This is another tough turn for Andy.
Well, he didn't fail the 55%, did he? That's why it's a tough turn.
Yeah.
If 45% of the time, it's the easiest turn of Andy's life.
Yeah, you're right. If you
why
fail that
it's
5+ dodge,
all,
it becomes very, very strong.
Yeah. But as it is, yeah, he's in a pickle. He's in a bit of a pickle.
That Ogre's really costly. But the Tackle Mighty Bow doing its thing again. Gets the knockdown. Really doing its thing with the armor break. Just a stun, but it's still pretty helpful at this stage of the drive. Problem you've got is there's a Witch Elf at the top there that can jump up and go pretty much anywhere on that side of the field. So not hard to clear the player on the right, but it's everything that comes next. Okay, so we're blitzing down here on the leader. Facing up. So are we coming, we're not coming to the right, we're coming to the left here, I think. because this gives you another hit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an interesting choice. So that would give the catcher an assist. Ooh, okay. Okay, so we're on the witch shelf. Another knockdown. Definitely helps to keep rolling knockdowns.
Yep.
So Andy's going to keep doing it. He's had to think about it and he likes it.
Yes, Andy certainly can't complain about his dice this game thus far.
No, very good knockdowns for Andy. Another armor break. Wow. And another knockdown. And you've still got the 2 dice to free up the ball carrier. I don't know why we left that one till last. Maybe we were trying to work out where the pocket was. Another armor break. Oh my goodness, that one's a KO. Huge turn for Andy,
Wow.
my goodness. I mean, that is just a very, very good turn of dice.
Yep.
That is indeed one way to escape.
Yep. We can actually get the hit on the ball, but it's so many dodges now. He's got all the stuns. If that guy wasn't stunned, the hit on the ball would have actually been like easy. But the lineman who's stunned there, he could have just dodged out and tagged the tackler and the lineman. The blodger could have come up for the assist. He could have blocked that guard and just walked in for a 1 dice block with a witch elf.
But Jimmy, even now, you've got a pretty easy 2 dice on the top right. And then the witch elf can come in. The problem is it's not going to be a 1 dice at the moment.
No, yeah, the uphill's a lot less appealing.
You could 1 dice the first block and see if you get lucky. If you get a power, it becomes much more interesting because then you can use the blitzer to mark out and make it a 1 dice.
Yes, you might have to 1 dice.
Yeah.
You might just have to 1 dice here and see if you roll a 5+.
Yeah, because if you do, if you get it, you've suddenly got some real opportunities. Going for the dodge first. Well, I think he's going for it. I think he's going for it. Gets the push. It's not good enough. He's thinking about the
That's
reroll.
why you should have done that first.
Yeah.
That's why if you do the block first, then you know now you're just getting tackle mightied.
Yeah, good point.
On that, guys.
I mean, is he going for the ball anyway? No, the guard is really tough, isn't it? Fails his first dodge. It's not going to help. He is going for the ball anyway. Team reroll fails. And I think not only does Andy move the ball here, I think he stamps on that witch elf. Because the apothecary's gone, and that could be both witch elves out of the game.
It is pretty tempting. Has Andy taken 0 damage?
He took the KO at the very beginning, which he appoed, so he's used the appo, but he hasn't taken any damage. And he's had to play a surf that will come back, because that was only stunned. So yes.
Yeah, it's pretty tempting to surf, yeah. That's to surf to foul. I think he will foul, yeah.
Obviously, you've got the tackle mighty blow hit on the blitzer first.
And a safe cage first.
Yeah, yes, please. In the final, do not be doing, well, I mean, I say please, it'd be far more fun for us watching if you did just do the foul with it not safe, but I think I'd be questioning my sanity.
Maybe Andy should try a handoff. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh my goodness. Tackle mighty blow. So we've got a cage. We're going to buff it up with some guard.
Yeah. Really scared of the 5+ ins.
Yeah. I mean, you should be. Because he's taking them. So that dwarf can be another assist on the foul if you are fouling. I think we're just getting the mighty blow tackle somewhere safe so it can't be hit. We're doing this foul, aren't we? Yes. 2 assists. So we're looking 100%. For a 6+ to break armor. Breaks armor. Kaz. Huge huge. Does get caught. Andy will not mind with that return. Of course, Lagi the call anyway. Is sent off. Yeah, that trade Andy will take all day. We are out of Witch Elves for this entire final game of the grand final. Jimmy, that's just a massive shift in the game, isn't it?
Massive equity shift. One's gone, right? The others
You're
KO'd.
right. Was it the Blitzer? Blitzer that got cast, and the other one was the Witch Elf was KO'd. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still real bad for PC now. Capped at 9 players. First, with overtime, the only way he's going to win is with overtime right now, because Andy's going to get this drive done, and PC isn't going to one turn. So, and I say it isn't. There's a 1 in a million chance, but realistically, he's not going to one turn. So, yeah, really rough now. Best case scenario is overtime with very depleted team. I
mean, all I will say, PurpleChest did do a one turn without any rerolls against the Lizards in the last 16. So
he did. He did.
He certainly can do it. You're completely right that it's very unlikely, but he's certainly capable of it. Yeah. And timeout also possible. Timeout was what won him his play-in game against Crystal Hunter.
Yeah, the timeout is reasonable, and maybe a quick snap as well. So
3 dice hit coming up. Andy making sure he makes it 3, gets the knockdown, doesn't get the removal, and now scores. A great start for AndyDavo in the 3rd game of the grand final. 1-0, a perfect 8-turn score on his touchdown. I dare say that somewhere in this building, Andy is doing a Davo dance.
You can guarantee it.
A Davo dance somewhere in the room. Well, so 1 Witch Elf is back. So yes, I was wrong about that. We have got a Witch Elf, which PurpleChest will be relieved about, especially for the 1 turn as well. If it's got any chance, the Witch Elf is certainly going to help it.
So I'm taking notes for next year. If I have Andy playing again, or one of you, I need a camera.
Oh yes.
In the room where the player is
imagine? Andy can.
Hopefully next year you can have a Jim and Andy cam. We can have screens facing each other. Fingers crossed.
Absolutely, that would be great fun.
So it will be me doing the ups, and we will find someone in the street, I guess, to cast us.
Oh, goodness gracious. But I do think one of these years Andy has to actually spend some time here in the studio with me. I think he's ducking out of his duties a lot, so...
Hey, chicken. Way.
Oh dear. Surgeon coming for Jimmy. Halftime OJ asking, is this merely a formality? No, not at all. I mean, I think you're dead right, Jimmy, that this is a tough spot for PurpleChest, but once again, similar to lots of games this weekend, being in a tough spot does not mean it's over. And PurpleChest in the final game of the grand final is not going to go down without a fight.
No. It's not over, but there's no doubt which one you'd rather be in this situation.
Yes,
yeah. if you asked 1,000 people, not one would pick the Dark Elves.
Yeah.
But he's still I don't know what percent is he to win this game. I don't know, less than 50. Undoubtedly it's less than 50. So.
Yeah, I think what's big here, and it's really interesting because we saw the other side of this in his semi-final against Crystal Hunter. There was one game against Crystal Hunter where Crystal Hunter really did get some removals on the Dark Elves, and you started to think, well, they're running out of players. But in the end, it didn't matter because the elves that were still on the pitch were the good elves. What Andy has done here is he's taken out 2 of the good elves. He's taken out 2 of the ones with skills. And that's such a big shift in the potential of the Dark Elf team, isn't it, Jimmy?
Yeah, there's only 5 good elves in this team. A lot of the time you'll have 6 good elves, but PC's gone for the fragile leader, which helps the team, but the player isn't very good at all. So in fact, he's a weak link, right? Because you can target an AV 8+ player and then reduce a reroll. So he's actually only got 5 good elves. Nearly half of them are gone. It's a really tough spot, incredibly tough spot.
So he's not playing for 1 turn, he's playing for timeout, right?
This could still be a 1-turn setup. It's a tough 1-turn, though. Andy, so this is actually great, isn't it, Jimmy, in terms of the different approaches people have taken through the tournament. We've seen lots of backlines, but Andy is doing what you talk about, push denial, and this is very tough to get the pushes for PurpleChest.
Yeah, it's the problem that you have with elves, like with dark elves. It's just so hard to get them. I think what he should be setting up for is the quick snap, a quick snap or a timeout. These are the two things he should be doing. So he should be relying on this blitzer or one of these blitzers getting a quick snap to go forward, and then blocking him forward and stuff, and then blitzing through the back line. So it's possible, but it's not looking good for him with his setup, and it's hard to make it look good, by the way. But yeah, this doesn't look like he's going to get it with the quick snap to me.
He's taking his time to have a look at it
tricky.
anyway. He's doing his best. There it is, a quick snap. We'll find out if he's got a quick snap. Yep. Could be huge.
So he has to move that blitzer forward.
Could be huge. If PurpleChest somehow pulls this off, and we have to say again, no rerolls, it would be a big shift in his possibilities in this game for certain.
Yep. Oh, well. Yeah.
Jimmy thought that was going forward. It didn't go forward, so we still need to get a movement 7-piece 4 squares forward from the line.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. It's really hard with such few players. But this was not it, it's safe to say. That lineman is where the blitzer should have been, right? He had the blitzer and the lineman in the wrong squares.
So we're dodging into the blitz, we're failing the dodge, and we're KOing our witch elf again.
What was it?
Oh dear, that is well, I mean, of course it could come straight back, but if it stays out, that is a big blow. A big blow to PurpleChest chances. Let's see those KO rolls. It has, I think, stayed out. It's lying down, but the bell isn't there. I think it stayed out. No, it's back up. It's back up. Yeah, she hopped
Got
up.
jump up, you see. So.
Got jump up. It's got jump up. Good shout. Oh my goodness. Well, what can I say? Again, Andy has put us through 3-game series with overtime every time. So the history says overtime. The board state says Andy is in a very, very good position. Jimmy, I very much doubt we're going to see a Daka.
No, I think you're scoring 2 turns here, or as close to as you can, and then try and turn him over, because I just don't think you're going to win in overtime. So, and if you try and stall it out, you're going to use all your rerolls. So, like, you're in such a grim position that I think you're out here is bang it in 2 or 3. Don't take any removals. Don't use any rerolls. That's like the dream scenario, right? He's scoring 2 or 3, and then you just try and turn him over. Full aggro. He doesn't make any removals. It makes a mistake, and you're in. Bob's your uncle.
Herringsword in chat says this is obviously going to 24 turns, regardless of logic. Now, there is a man who's watched Blood Bowl before. Regardless of logic, somehow 24 turns.
Isn't Andy inviting for 2 turns, actually, clearing the wings here?
Exactly, yeah.
Maybe.
He's pressuring the Daka, but absolutely inviting the quick score. I mean, he's confident, right? He knows versus 99% of opponents, and in 99% of games, if his opponent scores in 2 turns, he'll just score in 7 and win. So, but at the end of the day, giving yourself a 1% out is better than a 0% out. So I think that's what PC has to do.
And it's low, but it's certainly better than 1%, Jimmy, isn't it? I mean, all sorts of things can happen. If you score and go back on defense, you might get a blitz. Andy could fail his pickups. There's lots of things that can happen that can make it get weird at that point if you get back on level terms.
Yes, plus PC isn't a normal person, is he? That's the thing. So, like, he's just better than 1% anyway because he's PC. But
yeah,
this is it's still probably what he's got to do. He's not going to be high. He still ain't going to be high. He ain't going to be 1%, but he ain't going to be high.
Yeah.
This is the best way out. I think this is the best. This is the playing to your outs move.
And I think the other thing to say again, sorry to repeat ourselves, or it's me repeating myself. I won't drag Jimmy and Vitooc in with me, but the fact is, Andy's had a harder time on offense than he has on defense. Oh my goodness, but he's rolled a blitz. He's rolled a blitz. It's actually, no, it's not that well defended. I mean, PurpleChest committed to a side, so you understand it, but that is not defended at all, actually. So,
No.
yeah.
At least he went the other side of the
Yep.
Ogre and the Slayer. Maybe Andy should have had
Yeah.
a Slayer on the other side. Maybe that's a mistake by Andy.
We have Olivier Dulac raiding in. The only player besides Andy to have reached the finals 2 years in a row at these World Championships. Olivier, thank you for the raid. I think we're very close to 1,000 viewers right now. Thank you all for hanging out with us on your Sunday night for the final game of the World Championships of Blood Bowl 3 for 2025. The last ever World Championships of Blood Bowl 3, because next year we will be on Warhammer Blood Bowl. New rule set.
Woohoo. It's funny because, of course, normally PC is one of the best at setting up against blitzers. Both PC and Davo great at setting up against a blitz almost always. And then now the one time when he's got no players and he thinks, okay, Andy's given up the sideline with his setup, I'll go all in and then, just hope I don't get a blitz rolled on me. Of course, that's when it happens. Absolutely brutal.
Do you know what as well here, Jimmy? The fact that it's all 6 players really hurts, because this means that Andy can really both commit to it, and perhaps even, I'm thinking, yes, he's done exactly what I was just thinking, put something in front as well in case you don't get it.
Yeah.
So the fact it was 6 and not 4 makes it even more punishing.
Yeah, this is horrific for PC.
Stallion Fire asks, how many times has Davo won this tournament? Never. There has been one previous World Championship. It was won by Andrew. And so whoever wins this will be the second person ever to win it. Using the chain to clear the ball, although it's not going to clear the ball.
It's going to get his guy under it.
It's going to clear that player right off the pitch.
Wow.
Wowza. Big punch from the trolls there.
He could have taken the push, right? He could have taken the push, then hoped for a pow, and then had his guy under. Oh, he's just got another player left to go.
Yep.
Oh, of course, this is a bug.
He catches.
Wow.
And catches it as well. Insult to injury. Wow. Absolutely brutal blitz. And that, I mean, well, again, I'm going to keep saying it's not over until it's officially over, but that is a big step towards over for certain.
Yeah. Yeah. We're approaching that 1%.
Yes. Yeah, Jimmy's 1%. We might be a lot closer to 1% than we were before.
So what's your best chance? Trying to get the ball here, handing off, and just trying to...
Well, Jimmy is at the potato festival.
Yeah,
Is it a handoff and potato time?
it's a sign maybe.
It's got to be. It's got to be. I mean, there's nothing else you can do, is there? And the problem is you can't even outrun the tackler. I guess you can dodge a player and put him on the tackler afterwards. Yeah, really grim. Really, really grim.
Double skulls, of course.
God.
And that's not a knockdown. It's still not a knockdown. He gets another go at it, but yeah, not the blocking dice he needed either. Wow. Jericho thinks PC is having Chalice flashbacks to Blood Bowl 2 Chalice when Andy finally claimed his Chalice win and denied PurpleChest the Chalice win.
One die. Yeah, 2 dice.
Oh.
2 dice. Oh my
Oh
god.
my goodness, another double skull.
God.
Can you believe it? 2 out of 4 rerolls gone. Does finally find the pal.
Jesus.
Scatters onto the runner who does not catch it. A good scatter in the end for PC, but I mean that is a very long way down the order of things that needed to be good here.
At least he's got 2+ out.
At least he's got a 2+ out, says Jimmy, and immediately it's a 1. Cast a curse. Blimey. Down to 1 reroll. Oh, you have to let that one go. Surely, your last reroll.
got dodge,
Oh, he's got
hasn't
dodge.
he?
Yeah, fine.
He's
Yeah.
dodge.
Yeah. I mean, yes, cheeky
3 rerolls gone.
Cheeky Jimmy saying that PC is in a lot of trouble if he gets to overtime. I think I think we're a very long way from overtime right now. But yes, if it happened, down to one.
And when people criticise the DACA and they say, why didn't somebody just quick score? Well, this can happen when you try a quick score, can't you? 3 re-rolls gone, player dead. Absolutely horrific.
Yeah. I mean, I think we've acknowledged it several times this weekend. Let's acknowledge it again, Jimmy, in general. It's an awful lot easier to be right when you're sat here in these chairs that we're sat in than when you're sat in the chairs that they're sat in. So...
no, I'm not saying it's wrong. I mean, I absolutely said to go for the quick score. It's just, he had to do it, and this happened. It's just,
it's just bad luck,
isn't it?
Yeah, it's just bad luck.
Yeah.
But still true, isn't it? When you do get those criticisms, it's often, just go for the 2-turn. I mean, sure, in your watching the game, it's very easy to imagine that was easy, but in reality, it rarely is.
Yeah, I mean, if 2 turns were guaranteed, then believe me, I'd go for 2 turns a lot more than I do. But unfortunately, they are not guaranteed at all.
Andy is applying the pressure, and he's hitting with tackle and mighty blow, as has been very effective in this game. Hasn't been for the whole series, but in this game it has been. No on break this time.
I mean, so under the goal said PC could have tied up the whole line easy enough, but the problem with that is he's losing the chance of scoring the 2-turn, right? So there comes a time when you can't defend against the blitz because you need everything else. You just need things to work. And if you get split, like the harsh reality is, if you get blitzed on, you lose, right? Like that's what PC's thinking. And while it's not 100% technically, over yet, that's what in your soul when you set up, if you get blitzed on, you'll lose. So if you could put some players on to mitigate that a little bit, but then you're losing percentage of you scoring, and the only way you win this game is by 2-turning or 3-turning. So you just have to pile everything in to maximize the chances of that working. And this is one of the times where he had to think success state thinking and not fail state. So I completely back PC on his course of action. Just the dice didn't cooperate.
Another legend of Blood Bowl raiding in, Rick Reckless. Everyone joining us for the final game of the grand final of the Blood Bowl World Championships. Rick, lovely to have you here. Hope you've had a great time playing Blood Bowl this evening. PurpleChest right now is not having a great time playing because he is up against it, but he is continuing to play, looking for some kind of answer that will allow him the miracle recovery against AndyDavo. Does get 2 dice in the tackle maestro, does get the armor break. 1 turn is rid of that threat.
And there is technically a chance, because we saw in the play-ins, we saw Velahopia win against Dwarves, where he had 6 players left on his Pro Elf team, Elven Union. So, it can happen, but, realistically, Andy's got to really drop the ball from his usual level, and he's got to have bad dice as well. So it's really, 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 really tough.
Yeah, and even if you find that OWA is slow, I guess, compared to Dwarf, they're fast.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Yes, yeah. And they're a lot less slow when there's more of them than you. If you add all the movements up together, then the Dark Elves are the slow team because they've just got less players, and that's the harsh reality.
I will ask you what would be the plan now for PurpleChest, but it's just trying to find an opening and hoping for the best on scoring fast? As fast as possible if he can.
This to me, Jimmy, and definitely would like to hear your thought in a second, but my answer to that is it feels like right now, PurpleChest is still too busy fighting fires to even have a chance to make a plan, and that's kind of Andy's job now, is to keep him fighting fires, because every turn at the moment is just surviving, isn't it?
Yes, this is just, it's a nightmare. and he's just got to survive it somehow. That's it, you know. Just keep yourself in the game.
Ogre
and
rolls
hope that
a 1.
something happens.
Doesn't hurt. Ogre's out for a turn. Ogre and the Mighty Bow Tackle both out for a turn. That's the sort of thing that might just give you not a big opening, but some kind of opening.
Help that he ate his blitz, definitely.
Yeah. That witch is getting hit for certain, Fiendish Fairy. Whether
if it's a dub skull or a quad skull.
I don't think he'd reroll a dub skull. I think Andy's going to keep hold of his rerolls here because, again, if in the nightmare scenario where this somehow does become a successful offense, he's going to want to keep the advantage he has got, which is rerolls and numbers.
Yep. But it wasn't a dub skull.
It wasn't.
You can scoot over the right now. This is absolutely fine.
Yeah. And that's what I mean. It's not a big moment, but this is sort of an answer to your question, Vitooc. As PC, you're waiting for any sort of moment, and that combination of the bonehead and the stun, it gives you something.
So it's now or never.
Yeah, it gives you something. It's not a lot, but it gives you something, and I think that's why you will, I expect, see an aggressive turn here to try to go around that right-hand side.
Yeah. So, in other words, we're about to see another dub skull.
The Tackle Mighty Bow it was stunned last turn, finished very. I think the symbols for the Tackle Mighty Bow player are appearing very close to the other player, but it is the player that's on the floor. Oh, it's not a dub skull, but it is a 1 in 9, and that is not what PC needs. Oh, goodness. That is rotten luck again for Pal. He's putting the reroll in. Last reroll is in. I mean, to something. Oh, he's rolled a 1 immediately afterwards. He's okay for now. Someone get Eliod. We need to know if this is over. It's getting closer. It's getting closer. Do you know, an interesting thing about this series that we haven't really dwelled on, obviously we did have them, oh my goodness, dodge with the ball carrier, fails, but reroll gets it there. A thing we didn't really dwell on at the start when we talked to the two coaches, obviously both of these coaches are, and another one, and so many ones that turn.
That's crazy.
Everyone who went past that guy failed their dodge.
Yeah.
This guard guy is like the best tackler ever.
Yeah. He was just hanging a leg out to trip people. But I was going to say both of these, of course, coaches playing away from their usual setups, not on their home computers, not in comfortable spots. I heard PurpleChest saying that. I don't think it was during our interview, but before the series, he was saying at least that's almost a level playing field because Andy's away from home, he's away from home. I think the one thing that Andy is also contending with right now is just that he has streamed with us for the full morning. So Andy has been tuned in, I suppose, for a really long time and all weekend. So he has been doing a lot, but any tiredness he is feeling may be mitigated by how good the board looks for him right now. No rerolls left for the Dark Elves, and a really, really, really rotten spot for PurpleChest here, trying to keep this final alive.
So you mean Andy's warmed up, right? He's all ready now. That's what you mean?
Yeah. What I really mean is I glanced at the time on this stream, and our stream started 10.5 hours ago, and Andy was with me at the beginning of it. So it has been another long day for Andy, which he has managed to manage very well.
Some stamina.
Elliot turned up in chat, by the way, and said, "Not over."
I missed that. Eliod is not having it.
Oh, that's a great idea, Steve. Yeah. Message that to PC. That's a great idea, isn't it?
A wrestle there. Andy was not hoping for that, but again, will not re-roll it because I think going to conserve those re-rolls. They are such an advantage for him right now, and the position is strong enough. But that does mean that Witch Elf can jump up next turn.
Yeah,
unless
there's a
you
rush to
foul
hit
it.
as well, which was spicy.
I mean, you can't
Middle
really
rush.
foul it, but yes, yeah. Takes the boat down.
Really nice.
Yeah.
So PC can get past and screen here.
So is it time for the potato festival?
I don't think it's a potato even, it's a screen, but it's definitely getting towards a potato.
Yeah, it's potato adjacent.
Potato adjacent. From, I'd say maybe from that, oh, wow.
No, that's
Another
crazy.
one.
That's crazy.
So, on the one hand, this has been unbelievably harsh. The only thing I'm going to say is we watched a few PurpleChest games in this tournament when we thought, when is he going to roll the ones? He saved them all up, I think, for this final game. Because, I certainly some of his opponents, I know earlier on in this tournament, were feeling like PurpleChest never rolled those ones for them. But this game, he has rolled a lot.
And Elliot has said it. It's over.
Oh, Elliot. Elliot says it's over. Elliot says it's over. I mean, I think it's harder and harder, even on turn 12, to make a case that it isn't.
Yeah. Yeah, Tackle Mighty comes in. The Witch Elf is getting fouled. Absolutely brutal.
Incredible, incredible series, but it really has felt like this one has just never really been on the cards for PurpleChest.
No. And that's one of the good things about like playing like a bash team, isn't it? Like, you know, a World Alliance in a series like this, that, you know, one or two of the games, you're just going to get the games where you smash your opponent to pieces and just get an auto win. And that's basically what's happened this time. It kind of happened this second game as well, right? Like the first half was obviously, it's AndyDavo, right? He's not doing it just on the dice. But the point is, when you've got Davo versus PC, the guy who gets the dice is probably going to win. It's as simple as that. And he got the dice in the second and third games, and really got them in the third game. I mean, it was whitewashed the third game.
A couple of people in chat saying a sad way to end, and it does feel a little bit like that because, to be honest with you, I sort of felt like both of the first two games were quite, the dice were very impactful. I did think PC got very good dice in game one. Andy got good dice in game two. This one, Andy is very, very much had the dice in this one. I mean, this has been a real hard dice game. But it does feel like we had a close series, but not close games in the end. But, you know, we've had, I think that we're partly also feeling like that because we've had unbelievable games all weekend. You can't always have 24 turns with overtime. It won't always happen. You will get games where the dice are a bit crueler. And, you know, I do think it's fair to say that PurpleChest has lived by the dice and died by them, right? I think Chris Hunter in the semi-final certainly could feel like his third game he was pretty unlucky against PurpleChest on the dice. So you do have to accept it in Blood Bowl, don't you? It's part of the game. Sometimes you're the heel and sometimes you're the shoe when it comes to the dice.
Especially with having the elf versus bash matchup, right? Because if it's elves versus elves, they're both rolling loads of dice. But really, in this kind of situation, it's only the elves that are rolling the dice in a way, like they're rolling the active dice, right?
Yeah.
In a blocking war, it's not crazy for the Overworld Alliance to win that, right? They will usually win that. They've got the safer blocks, they've got the guards, they've got the mighty blow, so they are expected to win the blocking fight. Now, the games where they don't win the blocking fight, that's an unlucky game for them, but it's not really the same as getting, your whole team getting destroyed.
Yeah.
So it's a funny old game.
I never thought I'd hear Jimmy Fantastic coming out with the elf coaches. I'm here playing my wood elves and finally feeling like Jimmy is hearing my pain. All those wood elf games playing against the bashers. But yeah, it's definitely true, isn't it? When you're the active coach, you have to roll more. But to be fair again, PurpleChest did make Andy roll some 1 dice in that first half. He did put the pressure on, and those dice could have gone against Andy. But in this game, they haven't.
Full meat cube.
There you go, chat. Just for you, chat. A full meat cube.
Brilliant.
A full meat cube. Where is Shambet? Meat, meat, meat.
There's one elf standing.
Not even. Not even PurpleChest can dive into this cage.
No. If only you could throw a halfling at
it. If only you could throw a halfling at it.
Still going to try, of course he is. It's not. Yeah. There's not actual real elf lives on the line. You will quite happily throw them all into the meat grinder, but yeah, it's tough, isn't it?
We've got some really lovely comments coming in chat from people who have enjoyed the weekend. The first one comes from McCain saying, "Too kind. So many amazing games through the whole weekend, really fun entertainment, and thank you." Thank you guys, because honestly, we really appreciate having people wanting to watch it. We don't do a show like this without people to watch it, and this is, I think, Vitooc, when you first talked to me about this competition, what you said is really what you want it to be is something that's for the community. You want it to be an event that is just kind of a chance at the end of every year to celebrate the community together.
Yeah, that's exactly the idea. It's not the kind of event we do because we want crazy audience or something like that. It's made for the core community. It's made for those players that try to qualify, I think, through the year, and finally being able to watch those crazy games together and enjoying this time together. I'm quite happy actually to see all the support we got for this, and obviously it gives all the motivation to continue doing it year after year, to have this circuit going on and the World Championship organized.
Yeah, it's so exciting for us, isn't it, Jimmy, knowing already that we're going to have a chance to have another World Championship next year with the new rule set. It's become this fun December fixture of the calendar, which, I don't know, it feels like nice and cozy warming up to Christmas and having this to look forward to.
Absolutely fantastic, yeah, and it's going to be really super interesting to see what it's like next year, isn't it, with the new rules.
And a new defending world champion. We know he's British, and we almost know his name starts by A.
Yeah, we might have heard of this guy who's going to be our second and final Blood Bowl 3 world champion. It's going to have to be a pantheon of ongoing world champions, though, isn't it? Of course, he gets to be the last Blood Bowl 3 world champion, but the next world champion is still going to be in the same group of world champions of the online Blood Bowl set. So I imagine we've got to hope. I hope Andy will come down and join us after the game. I imagine he'll do a little Davo dance because, yes, I mean, I don't think there's much more to say in terms of this one, barring, I mean, I don't even know that the Miracle's there anymore. I suppose technically Chris, PurpleChest does have a player in range, but it's... I
mean, you will try, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, look, there is a 6+
what
in.
else to do?
There is a 6+ in, so I suppose they'll try. So maybe there'll be a way.
And speaking of the community, you know, with the community qualifiers, that the great thing is for the community qualifiers is that AndyDavo won't be entering like 25 of them next year because he'll already be
Dodge
qualified.
in, fails. Oh, we could have had one last dodge in. In some ways, the perfect way for the tournament to end for PurpleChest, throwing a witch elf into a cage. That has been his tournament. They have gone in again and again and again. But not enough in this series against Andy, who hasn't even used a reroll this half. While PurpleChest burned all of his, rolling ones and double skulls, Andy has not even spent a single one. Goes in for the score, 2-0. They've all been 2-0. All three of these games in the final have been 2-0. All three of them have felt a little bit like a blowout in the second half, which is a bit of a shame. But do you know who won't think it's a shame? A certain gentleman upstairs in this building, Andy. And listen, as much as it isn't the dramatic ending everyone wanted in chat watching the game, you can't take away the work he's put in to earn it. You can't take away the playing well enough to earn it. Andy has had to battle 3 games in all of these finals series. Again, he's gone to overtime in all but this one. He has had an unbelievable series of opponents. I think Lamarcier played fantastically, I thought, in the quarterfinal. Arzwain even better, if it's possible, in the semi-final. And PurpleChest, again, fantastic in this one. They've all been such good opponents. They've all showed up. They've all fought all the way. Andy has done it the hard way, and he has earned it. He is your world champion for 2025 of Blood Bowl 3. Jimmy, you got all the predictions right until the last one.
Well, I actually did predict Davo in the round of 32 and the round of 16 and the top 8 videos. I actually did predict him as the champion in all of them. So, you know, it was only the last second that I thought, you know, I think PC can do this. And he nearly did. He won the first one. And I thought, oh. But then, yeah, his play and his dice fell off in the second and third, I thought. And, you know, the third, he didn't get the chance to play, really. But, yeah, great consistency from Andy all the way through the tournament. Incredible performance. And, you know, it was in doubt a lot, actually, right? He scraped through 3 best of 3s over and over again. It was really in doubt, but I always had faith in him, and you know, I always had faith in PC as well to get it done, to get the final. They were the 2 I picked, the 2 UKTC champions from Team Fantastic. What a fantastic tournament!
I did get them to both give you a little bit of credit beforehand, Jimmy. I think you might have misheard, because I think you were saying 100% of the credit. Not sure if we can quite go that far. We'll ask Andy if you want when we come back in. But I think you made a really great point just there, Jimmy. I think the thing that stands out to me with Andy, and this is perhaps earned because, again, he's put in the hours this year. He's gone to so many tabletop tournaments. Again, he's not only got the top ELO on tabletop, he's played the most games of anyone ever in tabletop NAF rank tournaments. But the consistency, that is the thing, isn't it? He's had moments, like every single coach does, of making a mistake. He's had turns that you've looked at and gone, oh, maybe he could have done something better. But it never becomes a game of doing that. It never becomes a series of doing that. It becomes a mistake and then back on that consistency, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. That's the key thing, isn't it? The top tier of online, super consistent. The top tier of tabletop, they just don't play as many games, right? Like, that's the thing. So the people that are more in the tabletop, you know, like the legends of tabletop, if you like, that maybe don't play as much online, that they get those weaknesses that, and you know, they crop up more. Whereas Davo, the likes of Davo, that play online tons. I mean, he plays a lot, doesn't he, online? You know, you say he plays a lot of tabletop this year. He plays a lot of online games, and those things like safe moves first, he very rarely gets them wrong. Blitz, anti-blitz, all those kind of consistent fundamentals, really consistent.
Yeah, I hope it's going to come down, as I say, and join us, because I'm sure I want to let him have this moment of acknowledging it. But to reinforce what Jimmy's just been saying, it's neither one nor the other, it's both, because he is now the #1 ranked ELO performer on tabletop this year, and also the world champion of Blood Bowl 3. So it is a double whammy. He's doing it on both of the platforms. To the point you were just making, though, Jimmy, to reflect on the weekend. Oh, he's here. I'll hold that thought. He's here, chat. He's here. He's going to walk into camera in a second. He's going round.
I need to make room. He's so.
You need to make room.
He's a huge player, you know.
for the big head he's going to have.
Andy's head grew 3 sizes that day.
Well earned. There he is.
New world champion. The new world champion.
I don't know what to do with myself, actually. I'm just super excited. First thing I did is I rang over and spoke to my missus and small child. Yeah, wow, what a game. What a game. Oh, what a set of games.
What a weekend of games, Andy. I think we were saying by the end, a slight damp squib from a viewing perspective because PurpleChest really caught the wrong end in the second half with the blitz and then the double skulls and then the ones. It all added up. But I'm certain the one person there who was not complaining about any of that was you.
Not very much, no.
Yeah.
I think he went through 3 of his 4 rerolls in the first turn, trying to get the ball back.
Yeah.
And that just meant like a pressure him. And I at that point, I thought, it doesn't really matter if this goes to overtime, I'll get him in overtime. I think he's done. So it was just a case of playing relatively conservatively. There was a turn where I brought everyone back, and I was going to do a couple of other slightly risky moves. No, don't need to. Just the one blitz on the Witch Elf, and that was it.
Andy, I almost want to just like direct you to look at chat. Maybe you go do it later. There are so many people, so many people wishing you well right now, saying congratulations. I mean, they are scrolling by faster than I can possibly hope to read them out. But I think you have a lot of appreciation in the community. Obviously, you stream a ton. You also give people coaching sessions. So I know you are appreciated in the community. So enjoy it. You've earned it. Enjoy this moment.
And I want to add, definitely. I think, Andy, you're probably one of these, if not the player that deserve this the most, because you're also giving to the community with all those teams. I think there is a lot of players from all around the world here that really enjoys watching your stream. You play a lot of games, boss tabletop, boss video game, in the game mode, in the cups. You are everywhere. You're really producing all this content also, and I'm really happy for you and really happy to see you world champion today.
Thank you very much indeed. The 2 other people on camera here, though, that both do a lot of streaming and also do a lot for the community, so I think it's not just me that does it.
No, but you are the world champion today, so under it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed.
When it comes to content, so many other great content creators as well. Rick Reckless, who rated in earlier. Eliod with his was giving us the is it over yet check. There's far too many to even attempt to mention. We're not going to attempt to reel off everyone who we could say, but of course, appreciation for all the content creators who make this community so fun. But Andy, would you ever have guessed that you would have become world champion on Old World Alliance? Not Necromantic, not the team that we expect you to win with. Old World Alliance.
Disgraceful. No, I never thought that I would get. I actually thought. I mean, the team name was "Why am I not playing Necro?" So, I didn't actually think after I'd submitted it, I wanted to go back and change it. But obviously, it was too late. So, but no, turned out well. Turned out like an inspired choice.
You have the answer to your question now. Actually,
should I play Necro? No.
I do think it's been a great part of this of these 2 World Championships that the 2 winners we've got have been not the races that people would pick out immediately, Imperial Nobility and Old World Alliance. If it keeps happening, people might say we're giving too much to the lesser teams, but I think the fact that we had 4 different races in the quarterfinals, the fact that we had one of the, I suppose, classic races, Dark Elves against Old World Alliance in the final, and that they won the first game, showing it clearly was not some unbalanced matchup. It was, I think this tournament really was a great rule set for allowing different races to show some things. Maybe not every race. There's always some races that lose, but I think there was at least a good range of races, which is great as well. I don't know, Jimmy. I mean, are there things you wanted to pick out from that series with Andy? Are there particular plays? It kind of felt again like the two games got quite blown apart. All 3 games, all 3 games became quite one-sided.
Yeah, they were pretty one-sided. I don't think there's really anything interesting to talk about from the individual moments. I guess I honestly it's great for Andy. There's no need to say, oh well, what about why didn't you do a safe move first there? It doesn't matter, does it? It's like it was funny, wasn't it? The ogre killing the halfling and then refusing to act for 5 turns. Oh my God,
the ogre! I mean, I suppose that's the question for you though, Andy. were there any favourite moments for you beyond just the moment when you realise you've won?
So the two that I thought, you've just mentioned it, the Ogre not throwing the halfling, because PurpleChest had put a big box of elves together. I was like, I just have to hit some of that and I might knock over the whole lot.
I like that
I was
play.
like,
Jimmy wasn't into it.
Oh, it's not turnover. I don't really care about the halfling, but if I can bowl over a load of elves, then maybe it just gets me back into it. I mean, it didn't, but it could have done. And then the other thing, which is the incredible amount of pressure that PurpleChest put in the third game, in the first 2 or 3 turns, where I had to work incredibly hard to move the big ball on a thrower, and I ended up moving it like 3 or 4 squares to the right. But that turn, that solve, was probably one of the most complicated solves I had to try and find in the whole, certainly in the whole set, possibly in this weekend. It was absolutely phenomenal pressure.
Yeah, and I mean, we've certainly all said we think PurpleChest played a great final, and we thought his first game particularly played really well. And as you say, he put you under a lot of pressure in that third game as well. We've said it, Andy. I mean, yeah, is there anything else you'd like to say on PurpleChest? Give him his, I suppose, your side of that final.
I nearly messaged him, and I thought, if I was the other way around, would I really want to receive a message straight away? Probably not. I think I'll give him a bit, and then maybe I'll talk to him. But I thought he played a fantastic set, so good on him. Well played.
Yeah, I suppose from PurpleChest's side, there's 2 sides to every story. For Andy, it is he finally won Chalice against PurpleChest. He won his World Championship against PurpleChest. I imagine PurpleChest might be, as you say, ready to take a break from AndyDavo right now. Might want to go and enjoy Vienna and his night there before he heads back home. But yes, great effort from PurpleChest. It takes 2 to tango always, and we have had great effort from all of your opponents, I think, all the way through this series. I have to ask the question, Andy. Yeah. €2,500, your first prize money. What are you doing with it?
I'm not going to say right now, if that's okay.
You're allowed to not say.
Yeah, I have a plan for it, but I'm not going to say right now. It can wait. Ask me again in a month or 2's time.
Well, I can see the answer in chat already. It's Nando's.
I'm going to have one of those, for sure.
So,
yeah, definitely having one. Maybe 3 of those, actually.
Maybe the best you ever had.
Yeah.
Could be a Nando's franchise, even according to... I think they cost a bit more than that. I don't know what they cost, but I dare say it's more than the prize money. Again, PurpleChest takes home €1,800, so not the worst runners-up prize you could imagine, is it? I think we're dangerously close to being done here, guys. It has been 3 fantastic days with Jimmy Fantastic, who has travelled not just the world, but the known universe. He's been to the moon. He came back to the Idaho Potato Festival to finish off the weekend.
Oh, is that what that's in the? Is that's in the crane? It's a potato.
It's a very large potato.
Oh my word! Wow.
But yes, from me in the hosting chair here, Jimmy, thank you so much. You've kept me company all weekend when Andy was swanning off, leaving me solo. So you've been fantastic. Vitooc as well. You have been filling in every time Andy's been playing, and fantastic job. And congratulations one more time, AndyDavo. You're world champion for 2025, the second and final world champion of Blood Bowl 3. We'll be back next year to find out who becomes the first world champion of Warhammer Blood Bowl. And in the meantime, chat, one final season of Blood Bowl 3 for everyone to play in. Chaos Dwarfs.